What's going on, everybody? My name is Nadia16, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Spongebob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom. In the last episode, we finished off, and in a parallel universe, I suppose, we finished off everything that Rock Bottom had to offer, which is, well, everything. We got everything in Rock Bottom, which means we never have to go back there ever again. You might notice, we're on our proper file this time. We have 47 spatulas and 47 socks. It's kind of weird. We have lots of golden or shiny objects. We are on our proper file this time. I'm recording. My audio isn't going to be messed up because I checked this time. Although it might be a little bit weird because I'm not wearing headphones right now. I don't have audio coming through my headphones for some reason, and I'm too lazy to try to figure out how to fix it. So we're not gonna have so the audio might be a little bit weird, but we'll make it work. Anyway, in this episode, we're going to head to the next area, but first things first, I think we want to go ahead and I think we're going to go and buy a spatula from Mr. Krabs real quick, because this next area is going to be very shiny object. We're going to be getting a lot of shiny objects in this next area, and I think it would be fair if we went ahead and did that. In any case, the next area is right up here. The next area requires 30 spatulas to get into. We've almost gotten 1.5 times that at this point, but I never really showed this, but you can kind of jump on the cliffs up here. It's kind of weird. But yeah, this next area, Sand Mountain. Let's not waste any more time.
Sand Mountain, where sea creatures go to enjoy an afternoon of falling down.
Squidward, am I glad you're here? I need to borrow your toothbrush again.
What? You've used it before?
Oh yeah, lots of times. I figured if you didn't know, you wouldn't mind.
Fine. What do I care? I'm a wreck anyways. I try and get some exercise to relax from all this robotness, and now everything is ruined.
Because of a toothbrush?
No, it's those blasted robots. They've taken over the ski slopes. How can I ski with those ugly things beating everyone up? Listen, Spongebob, you've got to help me. I'm gonna lose my marbles if I don't get some relaxation.
I found if you keep your marbles in a bag, they don't get lost as often. In fact, I've got mine right here. It's embroidered with this lovely...
Forget the marbles! I got a better idea. If you get rid of the robots at the bottom of every slope for me, I'll give you one of those golden spatulas.
Well, I don't know. It's hard to beat the extreme fun of marbles.
Okay, I'll give you one for each slope you clear.
Now that's a deal!
Let me see.
Get rid of those robots on the slopes, you barnacle head, and you'll find a golden spatula reward.
There's Barnacle Head. Alright. A lot of things to say about Sand Mountain. Well, you'll notice right here, first of all, this is the only area in the game without its own hub music. Yeah, this level doesn't have its own area music. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's because of the nature of this level, which we'll get into later, but I don't know. It's kind of interesting to think about. Anyway, so we have our objective. We have to go through each ski slope and clear the robots at the end, and we'll get a golden spatula. Hooray for more arbitrary objectives. So first things first, you'll notice that there are 3 ski slopes. There's one there, one there, and one there. There's basically going to be 2 objectives per ski slope. There's going to be the robots at the end, and there's going to be one more, which I'm not going to spoil right away. Essentially, I plan on covering everything in this hub ski lodge area, in this video. And then there's going to be 2 videos that are covering each objective separately. So there's going to be one video where we're just covering the robots section of each slope, and then there's going to be the second objective of each slope because of the way the slopes are. Let's keep moving on though. Let's go ahead and take out these guys. Get some shiny objects there. The duplicator transformer's right up here. Gonna knock him out. Hi, Gary. Hi, Gary. Gonna do that. We have a Chuck down there, which we can't really access. We can, however, jump up here and glitch through the platform and then grab onto it anyways. That was weird. We come over here.
Hello, my most favorite friend in the whole world. I found another golden spatula for you.
Oh boy! Can I have it?
Sure. you fall down to the bottom of this pit.
Isn't there a safer way?
It's always safety with you people. I suppose you could bungee down.
Don't I have no shiny objects?
Bungee up.
I don't have enough shiny objects. We'll have to do that. We have to do that later, but now we at least know that objective is there. So yeah, we're basically just gonna be, actually we kind of need to do that because there isn't anything else here to do. How many shiny objects do I need? I need 400. Well, either way, you attack the Sandman here, because it's not a snowman, because this isn't snow, and you get a sock for it. We do, however, want to go ahead and take this bus stop and switch to Sandy. Spoilers, but yep, there it is. Because we're going to be playing as Sandy 2 worlds in a row, actually, as crazy as it sounds.
You don't say. Well, there must be a way up there.
There is a way up there. It's called standing on this missile, which didn't explode, and jumping up here. Okay, that's not how you're supposed to do it. It's a shiny object. There's a shiny object up there, though. Actually, now that I think about it, this first area of Sand Mountain is so incredibly short. I think I'm just gonna do it all in one video. I think I'm just, well, not the entire thing. I think I'm just gonna do all of Sand Mountain in one video just because of how short Sand Mountain is. So yeah, we need to go ahead and get up there though, which I kind of already showed how to get up there. You have to jump over here. But I'm gonna go ahead and do the entire robot section in one video. So this is gonna be a longer video, but it'll be worth it. Sand Mountain's my sister's favorite area in this game. I never really talked about it, but my first real memory of not really this game, but just gaming in general. One of probably my first real gaming memory is playing this game with my sisters, because we had the PlayStation 2 version when I was a kid, and me and my sisters would play it, and this is always my sister's favorite level. And this is a level I always like too, because I've always liked the idea of a ski resort, of a ski lodge, because I'm from Southeast Ohio. I'm from the Midwest, so we don't get snow. We get snow, but we don't get enough for it to be, you know, not like this, or it could have like a ski resort and stuff like that. So this concept of a ski resort's always been really cool to me, and I just like the mechanic of this level too, which we'll get into momentarily. I was gonna try to stall it out of. Whoa, alright, well, we want to come down here. There's a sock right under there. 49 socks. We have 1 sock for each spatula we have now. Yeah. We're not gonna unfortunately have enough golden shiny objects to get the bungee. So I think what we're just gonna go ahead and do is we're just gonna go ahead and get started with slopes. So there's 3 different slopes. Each one increases in difficulty. The first one's right over here. And you have to pay to get into each one too, so you're gonna need a lot of shiny objects to get into each individual, to navigate Sand Mountain, to get everything. You notice there's a character standing at the at the top of each hill.
I've gone down this hill 100 times, usually rolling. Darn kids think it's funny to push me, but if you can beat my time down the hill, I'll give you a golden spatula.
Alright, so each slope in each slope in Sand Mountain is going to have 2 objectives. Get to the end and defeat the robots, and beat each time trial. That there's going to be one of per slope. There's going to be 1 character at the top of each slope that's going to have a time trial. In this episode, we're going to be knocking out the slope and the robots. We're going to do that for all 3 slopes, and in the next episode, we're going to be knocking out each time trial. So we're going to be doing 2 separate videos in Sand Mountain here. It's probably going to be end up being the shortest area. We're only needing 2 videos to get through. But anyway, So you remember the slide music, right? You know, the hard rock, like the dan 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 dan, like that thing? Well, Sand Mountain's a little bit different. It didn't do it that time. That sounded really stupid. Normally, what happens when you do that is it plays the Downtown Bikini Bottom music for some reason. It'll play like the Downtown Bikini Bottom, like smooth jazz, like the boom, 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 boom. It'll play that until you get to this checkpoint, and then the hard rock music will come in. That's never happened before. I wonder if it's only if you take the time to it might be only if you take the time trial. Whoa! All right. So the main gimmick of Sand Mountain, wow, you have really bad aim. The main gimmick of Sand Mountain is obviously the fact that there are 3 slopes, and it's just going to be getting through each slope. That's the gimmick of Sand Mountain, is it's just the surfing, the sliding. This is a really, really fun level. I'm a big fan of Sand Mountains. It's in my top 3 favorite levels in this game. It's not my favorite, and it's probably not my second favorite, but it's definitely in my top 3, maybe even top 4. You get a lot of shiny objects on these slopes too. And there it is. We are now at we are now at the end of the slope. All you have to do is hit. The only thing you have to do is hit both buttons. You don't necessarily have to kill all the robots, but you just have to hit both buttons, and by doing that, the gate opens. It's recommended that you hit both buttons, or kill all the robots, just because they can be annoying when you're trying to, like that. It can be annoying when you're trying to navigate and stuff, so just be wary about that. Hey, 2. So just be aware of that if you're not thinking about, if you're just going for the buttons and not thinking about hitting all the, I don't really know if this is here for you, to be honest with you. Ugh, excuse me, I shouldn't be yawning right now. Yeah, so you get the main gist of this level. You know, it's 3 slopes. Each slope's gonna be progressively harder and longer with more stuff, with more challenges, all that good stuff. It's gonna be a long video because I have to do all 3 slopes, especially the 3rd slope. Whew, 50 golden spatulas. We are halfway there. You can believe that. I feel like I would start singing Big Time Rush. I'm trying to grind on. I don't want to have to grind for shiny objects, so I'm trying to. Also, yes, there were 4 socks. Out of. I think there's 8 in this level? 10. There's 10 in this level. We also have 5 socks, because there are 3 on that slide and 2 on the hub world, so. Neato. Alright, keep on moving. Next up over here. After we kill these guys, we have Flounder Hill. This hill.
Fly like the wind and float like a sea bee. If you can beat my time down the hill, I'll give you a golden spatula.
Not gonna accept your challenge yet, Bubble Buddy. Again, with people having golden spatulas apparently in their possession and not giving them to us and making us complete an arbitrary objective. Okay, so you see the sandband right here. We hit it, it says 1 out of 8. On this slide, there are 8 sandmen. I'm gonna keep saying sandmen. On the slide, there are 8 sandmen. In order to get the sock, we need to hit all 8 of them without dying. We cannot fall off the slide at any point, or else we will lose our progress and we will not be able to get the sock. If we were to pass a checkpoint, that's double bad, because that means we have to start the whole slide. That means we have to. That guy was just standing there. That means we have to quit out instead of just being able to go back to the start. So if we were to start the Sandman, if we were to die here after we'd hit a Sandman, we You understand. You get it. I don't have to explain it to you. To be 100% honest with you, I don't remember where all the Sandmen are, and I know I'm gonna have to do that eventually. I don't know if I want to do it in the next episode, or if I want to wait and come back and do it. I think I'll come back and do it later, just because I don't want to do it today. I don't have the energy to do it today. This has to be, like, super painful on SpongeBob's tongue, like you go to... Whoa! Sometimes that happens too when your momentum gets locked and you can't do anything. Like, I go to the beach and I get sand in my shorts and I'm miserable, and SpongeBob's down here sliding down like mile-long slopes on his tongue. Yeah, that would suck. Also, the markings are orange equals a single jump or a small gap, blue is a larger jump or a larger gap, just in case you're curious. I was not on an actual thing there. That was interesting. Also, these are like really terribly designed slopes with all the tikis and obstacles everywhere. People would not be able to actually skate down these because there would be so many injuries and lawsuits. You'd be like Action Park almost. Shout out to Defunct Blend. And Illuminati as well, because he also did it on Action Park. We're not going to come back and get the socks from the Sandman quite yet. We'll come back and get those probably in the episode where we get all the missing socks, but right this minute, that is Flounder Hill complete. Very cool. I'm pretty sure I know how many shiny objects the next one takes, and I don't think I have enough. Open that up, just so we can have it for later. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, the concept of a ski resort is always really fascinating because, like I said, I'm from Ohio, so we get snow, but like we don't get enough to have a ski resort or anything like that. So I've always wanted to go skiing or snowboarding. I feel like it's probably really difficult, and I probably wouldn't be very good at it, but I always wanted to try it at least once. I'm always willing to try stuff. Up here, we have the third and final one, Sand Mountain. Obviously, Sand Mountain was a real location in the show, and they went... I think it was Hibernation Week. Well, they went to Sand Mountain not only in Hibernation Week. I totally skipped all of that, my bad.
But I'll give you a golden spatula if you can beat my time.
I'm pretty sure they went to Hibernation Week. Or, pretty sure they went to Sand Mountain in, Indoor. What is that episode called? It's not... It's the episode where SpongeBob stays indoors. What is that episode called? Is it just called Indoors? I don't remember. Also, that's how you get that. Where was I talking to you?
Hey, Sandy!
Well, alright. There's a lot of stuff to worry about on Sand Mountain. Sand Mountain is the longest slope in this game. Sand Mountain is... Well, and longest slope in this level, not the longest slope in this game, good lord. Sand Mountain is... It's a long slide, and you'll see here what I'm talking about. If I don't die first. It's gonna be really hard to edit it just because of how quick these socks are. It's gonna be really hard for me to edit together all of the socks. And I also don't know what color I'm gonna do. I might do orange on white, or orange on like a grayish, tannish color, because that's what the color that's what color it looks like. We need Sandy to get up there. We'll get there eventually. Also, you'll never hit this thing. Despite what it may look like, this thing will never hit you. It's too fast for you. You need to hit this. This opens up this rock. The reason I'm doing this like this is because, jump off the side to get a purple shiny object. Whoa, that was weird. The reason I'm doing this like this is because it's really, really hard to try to do the time trials. It's really hard to try to do the time trials and get everything on the slopes in one go. Like, that's a really difficult challenge, and honestly, I don't recommend it. I think doing it this way is easiest because then when you do the time trials, you can focus on the time trials, focus on finding shortcuts, and focus on getting to the end, because the time trial for Sand Mountain is really, really strict. It is extremely tight how fast you have to get across this. It's a whole bunch of... Oh, come on. I was trying to do without dying. Yeah, that would have sucked if we were at the end there, but... And see, this is also why I recommend doing this, is that way you can learn the slides, because it also sucks trying to do this basically blind, right? It sucks trying to do this without knowing the slopes first, because then you're blind trying to going into it, and then you're trying to read it as you're going, if that makes any sense. But if you do everything first before you do the time trials, then you already know the slope, and you can just go and do it. Jumping actually does somewhat correct your direction if you're flying off the deep end, like I was there. If you fall off, jumping, you can jump back on the slope, obviously. But if you're on the slope and start going off the deep end, jumping can correct you if you're smart with it. Just don't overdo it, because you'll start losing track of your momentum, and you'll start going all cattywampus. That word is always really funny to me. My dad would always say that all the time whenever my shirt was untucked or something, or like my bed wasn't made. I don't mind hitting a button. Excuse me. Also, it doesn't really help that there's ice physics at the end of all of these. With that, that's all 3 slopes taken down. In case you're curious, once you collect all the shiny objects, or once you collect all the spatulas at the end of the slopes,
You did it! Now I can go get my equipment and ski in peace.
Actually, I think that Patrick borrowed your equipment.
What? Who said he could do that?
I did. I figured if you didn't know, you wouldn't mind. Again.
Wouldn't mind? Of course I mind! It's only the most expensive skiing equipment you can buy! And what does Patrick want with that stuff anyway? He doesn't even know how to ski. I want the warm now!
That's pretty funny if you go back and talk to Squidward. But yeah, that is all 3... No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Because of the fact that I'm going to be focusing on, I don't need to go up here. Because of the fact that I'm going to be focusing on everything else while we're doing the slope. What? I would have landed on that. Okay. Because of the fact that I'm going to be focusing on the time trials when we're doing the time trials next episode, I'm going to go ahead and grab as much, if not everything, as I possibly... Oh, this is weird. I'm going to grab as much as possible, if not everything, that I can possibly get right now, as anything else that I need to get before we do the slopes, except for the Sandman sock. I'll do that later. So yeah. We're back on Sand Mountain, as you can probably tell. And we're just gonna come right up here to where the upper path was, where we hit the button to get the big snowball out. And we're gonna jump up here and get up here sandy. This part is pretty tricky, so just be careful when you're going across this. Excuse me. We have a Chuck here, so I recommend kind of kiting him out. There you go. I recommend kind of leading him out like that. And then he shouldn't hit you. Also, you can do this. It's not really that important. It's also really, really annoying. But, I mean, you can do this to get back up here and get this if you want. What you kind of want to do, because I want the purple shiny object on FY. Well, it doesn't matter. We're already here anyways. Also, Sandy is the smart one here. Sandy uses an actual board to go down the slopes. So I don't know what SpongeBob and Patrick are doing. Well, Patrick just slides on his back, which probably hurts even more than using your tongue. We figured out in the rock bottom that apparently SpongeBob uses pant wax, which we also said was weird because SpongeBob doesn't have, or he doesn't use his pants when he goes down the slopes. This is not the way you're supposed to get this, but if you don't jump down the side and get the purple shiny object and you go down the spiral here, there's a sock on it, so make sure you grab that. I think that is everything. Okay, that is all there actually is. So I'm not going to finish this out. I'm just going to go ahead and warp back out. We don't have enough shiny objects to get the bungee yet, but we will get there eventually. So maybe next episode we'll have enough to do it. We'll just have to see. Other than that, though, that is everything Sand Mountain has to offer, and for the most part. Other than the time trials, that's all we have. That's all there is to do. Next time on Let's Play SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, we're going to be taking on each of the 3 time trials from each character in each Sand Mountain slope, and hopefully completing them and getting ourselves some golden spatulas. Like, subscribe, comment, and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys then. Peace out.